guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back at it again today. Anthony got the backhoe up and running again. Hydraulic line busted on it, and then carburetor issues, so he did a little tinkering with that this morning while the girls and I went to church, and he got that running. So he's up in business again, working on those stumps. This one's got to go. Right now I'm standing in our backyard. It's kind of fenced off here. This has been Sheena's little run, our dog Sheena. Right, baby? We say hi to everybody. I know, you're a good girl. Yeah, she's crazy. She will run off if we don't have this fenced in space for her. So what we're going to be doing in the future is moving her back toward the west of the house. This is the southern area here. I'll give you a quick little tour so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, but this is where I want to be establishing my berry patch, and where I'm going to be planting my 2 elderberry trees that I have. They're ready to get in the ground. We just feel like we're constantly fighting weather and time and work, because Anthony and I both work full-time jobs. If you don't know that much about us, I'm a full-time working mom. I have 3 girls. Oldest is 14, and then a 10-year-old and a 2-year-old, almost going to be 3-year-old, and my 14-year-old's going to be 15 in June. So they're growing like weeds, and with work and school and everything we're doing here on the homestead, it's just constant busy. But I love it because we're so blessed and we get to live this beautiful life that God gave us. So I'm going to be creating this back space into our berry patch, and I want to be able to do along this deck fence more of our annual like herbs and medicinal flowers, you know, like chamomile and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I'll give you a little breakdown of what I'm doing here. And this is another one of those projects I want to take you guys along with me on, because I want to transform this hideous, it's awful, you guys, hideous backyard into a beautiful living space where you can just be and just take in this beauty of this country. I mean, it's gorgeous. Here I am, Willow. You heard talking and you wondered where I was? So I'll give you a quick little rundown of this and what our plan is. Okay, that's my back door, comes out of my laundry room, and here's the back steps, and then this is the whole backyard space. This was an old box elder tree, and this has just been the fenced in. He has the fence pulled back because he mowed today, and it's just uneven and kind of junky. So if you walk straight back, this is straight back out of my house. You gotta dig this box elder tree out, and then I want to do some kind of like lattice fence instead of this wow, words are just not my friend today. Wire fence, there we go. And then I want to plant my elderberries back here in this back corner. This was an old shrub section. You can see he got it smashed down with the skid steer. Sorry guys, I'm a lot of umming and ahhing today because I'm just tired, I think. And so now I'm up on the hill in our backyard. It's just a weird slope that we got to try and grade out if we can. And then this comes along here to our back deck. That's our back deck. We got to dig out that. That's going to be a fun challenge right next to the deck. We got to replace some lattice, support up the deck, because I think when it was built it didn't have enough posts for support. So once all this is cleaned up and leveled out and dug out, here's my plan. And you guys, I'm not an artist. Please don't judge me too hard. But let me find a place to stick this. Here's my plan. So here's that back deck, which is this one. And then here's those steps that I showed you. And I want to do like a pergola arch so I can put some perennials on either side. Right here, right where you walk out next to our fire pit. And then I make a nice beautiful pergola arch with some clematis or some kind of climbing pretty perennial. And then straight to the south as you walk out, I want to do a pretty path. And I haven't committed on the middle yet on what I want to do in that space. but I'm just kind of leaving it for now. And then along the back here, I want to plant different berries. I haven't figured out the layout, but I know for sure I want a slanted corner, and then do elderberry trees, maybe a small fountain in the very corner, just like one of those cute little outdoor garden fountain things. I've always loved them, and I'm more of a purpose kind of gal. Like my decorations and stuff, I want them to have a purpose. I don't really do a lot of stuff for beauty, but I think in this case I want to try and make this backyard space beautiful as well as functional. Just a beautiful place where we can enjoy, because we can be on the deck and look out onto beauty. And more berries. I think for sure I want strawberries right here in this section, right up close, and wrap around and end probably in here. And then over here, basically I'm using this tree that's going to be gone as a marker, so my strawberries would end here, and then this whole section up to my steps would be, if you imagine a raised garden space built in front of here, that would be where I will keep all of my annual herbs. Maybe some kind of perennial in spaces, but that's my overall goal for this place. And I want it to just be more functional than a place where my dog goes poop. Because we're going to set her up back here. That's our septic, so it's not really beautiful anyway, but we'll give her a nice fence and run off the back here where she can still have her space. Right, Sheena? We want to forget about you, sister. No, we don't. You're such a good girl. So that's kind of my plan. All these videos that I'm making right now, wow, wild hair, are just of us working and building what we want to build, and just take you guys along on the journey. And you know, the thing that I'm passionate about is not just living in the country and doing this, but if you're in town, there's no reason you can't make your lawn into food. I know you see the memes everywhere all over Facebook, and you've read it a million times, I'm sure, grow food, not lawns, and I'm all about that philosophy. It's totally doable. And I come from not a lot of background on gardening. It's just something that we didn't do, and that's no fault of my mother. She loves it. I mean, she did it when she was a child with her grandmother, but it's just something we didn't do. And now I want to get back to my roots. I want to get back to what my great-grandmother did. And I hear stories all the time from my mom about the beautiful gardens that she would have, and the work that they did together as a family, and how they all pitched in and they all had their own duties. Maybe one time she'll let me video her and tell the story so I can have it for myself documented, but also so you can hear it too. Rally your family, your extended family. Make it a family event. Get work done together, and then barbecue for supper or have a bonfire. Just chill, just be together. Just build that community and get that work done to feed yourselves, because there's nothing I think that is more rewarding than bringing in that harvest from something that you've grown and that you have worked your tail off to bring in. And now this year, I'm going to hone the skills of actually growing and harvesting and preserving. So now that I kind of know what I'm doing, kind of, I'm going to take you guys along with me, and we can learn as we go. That's what this channel is going to be about for me, is just bringing you along with my success and failure, because you can maybe learn from my mistakes and I can save you the trouble. So I just appreciate you guys that are here. Please like and subscribe to keep following us. I would appreciate that. I'd like to grow this channel and grow a community of people who feel the same way I do. So I appreciate it, and you guys have a great week.